I want to say all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone who rule well. Salutations to the brothers in the hedges pushing this truth and sincerity. Safety, peace, and blessings to the elect across the four corners of the earth. Okay, as you see on your screen, I got a demographic there. That's an 18-wheeler with two militarized vehicles from the United Nations. And basically, I'm going to go into a scripture and I'm going to back it up with another scripture to give the sense. And what is happening right now, pending the recent events that took place with Jacob and Esau, which are prophecies actually to come to pass. Jacob shooting up Esau, Esau shooting up Jacob, so to speak. But the Most High, what he is doing, he's stirring up that old hatred between the two families in which we never did really get along, and break down that shit that Martin Luther King started, and Esau went ahead and used it and then brought it on through fruitation. Okay. But it was never so. We was always a separate nation. But the Most High is just bringing it back in the last time and this time to bring back the old hatred and separate these two families, Jacob and Esau. Okay? Because the United Nations, they're going to consider themselves peacekeepers, but trust that not. Esau is a devil. And what he's going to do, he's going to make chaos and he's going to try to bring order out of it. Thinking he can outwit the Most High. And though we are slaves already and try to create us even, put us even deeper into slavery. But that's something for another day. But as I said, they are mobilizing themselves strategically across Babylon, aka America, strategically setting up their borders, so to speak, okay, their command centers and all that type stuff. All right. And don't forget, the RFID chip has to come out. That's a major prophecy that has to come out. And what better way to use chaos and to bring order out of it? What better way for Esau to set the fire to the back of your house and be at your front porch with the water hose, right? All right, but without further ado, let's go into the scripture that's going to explain this demographic, or at least part of it, and get this jumping off. And we're going to start this right here in Luke 21:20, and it reads, "And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh." Now, when you got that, desolation meaning destruction. All right. So when you see Jerusalem compassed with armies, now Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. All right. It's a people before it's a place. And let's get the understanding on that. And then I'm going to go talk about the scripture a little bit. All right. So you could go to Ezekiel 5:5 and it read, "Thus saith the Lord power, this is Jerusalem. I have set it in the midst of the nations and countries that are round about her." Okay. Now with America, which is Babylon to us that be in the know, okay, it is a place of confusion. And it's one of the reasons that it is confused. Do not they use a proverb for America, Babylon, and say this is the great melting pot? Why? Because every nationality come to this shit, right? You got the Japanese, which is the Ammonites, okay? Now, I just keep it proverb. You got the Chinese, you got the Arabs, you got the East Indians, you got the Africans, okay, so-called on all them names, because that's not their biblical names. But you have all the nations surrounding Israel, Jacob, which is Israel, okay? We didn't ask to be here. We didn't come here by vacation. We didn't come here to leave and fucking pursue an American dream. We were brought here by cargo slave ships. This is our prison, okay? This is our place that when we fell off, the Lord put us here to serve out our term, all right? This is just the biggest prison, all right? There's other prisons because there's brothers all across the world, all right? So, but basically, this is that place, and Jerusalem is that people, because it says in Ezekiel 5, this is Jerusalem, surrounded by, in the midst of the nations, okay? And when we go back to Luke 21:20, it reads again, because that's the topic of conversation concerning this demographic. Luke 21:20, "And when you shall see Jerusalem, the people, the neighborhoods, the cities where Jake reside at, the cities where all the Israelites reside at, whether it be the so-called Indians, so-called Latins, and so-called the Negroes, okay? Whenever you see them troops out there with them big ass guns and them army fatigues or whatever fucking UN helmets, you know what I'm saying? I believe it's blue or some shit, I don't know. You know what I'm saying, what color they are, but they're gonna have a signification to identify themselves and separate themselves from the crowd of people, okay, when they so-called trying to bring order, all right? And let me read the rest of that. Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Nigh meaning near, and desolation mean destruction. So when you see these people rise up and they strategic forces and shit and surrounding your schools and all that crazy shit, and just all on your block with big ass guns, and they got command centers, just know it's about to go down. It's about to be popping. And what other better way to bring in the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, in the time of destruction and chaos? Why not? That's Esau MO. Set fire to the back of your house and be at the front yard like, shit, I got a water hose for you, right? That's his MO. He create the shit and he come in and try to clean the shit and smile in your face, but that's the devil for you. All praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone who rule well. Salutations to the brothers in the hedges, pushing this truth and sincerity. Safety, peace, and blessings to the elect across the four corners of the earth. Death to Babylon, aka America. Shalom.